Greetings, internetizens. This is Elmerthien playing Professor Layton and the Azran Legacy. In the last episode, we landed in some mushroom town in a jungle. Not sure where this jungle is supposed to be. Probably not Romania. And we're supposed to perform on a stage according to the villagers. I think a festival is coming. No fire puzzle here. Maybe I'll get a fire puzzle from the people on the stage. Overseer speak. The Overseer. That reminds me of that one Star Trek TNG episode where the Vulcan-related people called their god the Overseer. And of course they thought Picard was the god. It was in season 2. Oh. Yeah, you like to make puns. What are these? They kinda look like dead dandelions. Hey, Chief! Coming with this routine's been a real brain scratcher. Brain scratcher. See? This is the guy who thought that his hair was trying to eat him. No, I don't see. What are you getting at, boy? Looks more like a snowy tree than a mushroom. Okay, how about this? Oh no, my hair! It's eating me! It's eating my hand! He was just rehearsing! See? It's like my hands being eaten by my hair. Or planning his performance. I don't see what you're on about, and you're starting to get on my nerves. This festival's been going on for days now, and all these acts have been going right over my head. Get off the stage. I can feel my lumbago acting up again. Some kind of health issue, I think. Oh, come on, Chief. A little smirk never hurt anyone. Why don't you give it a try? Oh, what's the point? I've gone through all my best material and you won't even raise an eyebrow. It's no use. No use. Cheesy love. You're not trying hard enough. Just think of something to really grab his attention. But Chief Morrow's been like this for weeks now. Even if I went back there and fell flat on my face, that stage would still be a laughter-free zone. Some kind of comedy festival. Oh, cheer up, love. Life's a bed of roses, and they come with thorns to boot. You've got to be thick-skinned. Roses? You've got roses in the jungle. Also, that's supposedly hair. What peculiar people! Are they involved in some kind of contest? If I had to guess, I'd say they're trying to make the village chief laugh. So it would seem, Luke, and I certainly can't fault them for their efforts. But surely this ritual has some bearing on the Overstone, does it not? I don't think so. It just looks like a party to me. Then why does he have it around his neck? Oh, because he's the chief. Ah, look, Professor, it's the egg. Look. Yes, I'm looking, my boy. Our esteemed chief does indeed seem to be in possession of the egg. Now that I look at it, it reminds me of the Spiritium Keystone. Yeah. Let's hope it's not full of demons or evil spirits. It doesn't look like the sort of person who'd just let us have it. Look, at times like this, a gentleman must always remain positive. It can't hurt to ask. But how is the professor supposed to become chief? Is that what the ritual is about? Make the old chief laugh before he dies? Hasn't laughed in weeks. Who are they? And what are they doing in our village? And how does their hair do that? I don't know, love, but the tall one's hair looks very strong, not to mention fancy. Look at the thread stripe. Well, of course, these people's hair is crazy, so they assume the head is also hair. I see what your game is. Here I am putting my heart and soul into my work for the village, and you think you can just come along and steal my thunder. What did we do? We were simply hoping to obtain an audience with your chief to discuss the possibility of a trade. Knew it. You've got that beady look in your eyes. You, sir, will not be skipping your way down the queue. That's just what his eyes look like. Not you, not anyone. Got it? Oh no, really? We are just watching the festival. We don't want to take part. Not so hasty, Luke. We can make the village elder laugh. If we can make the village elder laugh, is it not possible that he might be willing to part with the egg? Oh, good thinking, Professor. In that case, yes. We would like to skip our way down the queue. Sure, that's great. Except I already told you. No, I'm not having it. Oh, right. Professor, I guess not everyone here is as friendly as Amanita. Oh, hold on a sec. Did you just say Amanita? What's she got to do with this? As a matter of fact, Amanita was the gracious lady who directed us here. Oh, so she's given you the special treatment then, eh? I can't win, can I? Anger doesn't want to be. Well, that was easy. Looks like we have our chance now, Professor. Let's talk to Chief Morrow. Just a moment, Luke. As gentlemen, it won't do to act arrogantly in the face of tradition. We must approach this carefully in the appropriate manner. Alright, so how do we do that? Well, what's going on? Have the guards seized us? For daring to approach their magnificent chief? Just a dash of preparation before the big performance. Now after you, Luke, with aplomb. Oh, clown with whiskers.
Quack, quack.
Don't give up, you two. I admire their courage. I, for one, would not do whatever it is they're doing. Luke is making a brave attempt to blur the boundaries of man and beast. They both are. Cracking. Chief must be enjoying this. Oh, not. No luck, it would seem. It's a disaster. We throw all this comedy gold at him, and he won't even give us a grain. Something's definitely not right. I take it your elder wasn't always of this less than sunny disposition? No, and we haven't a clue what's changed him. He used to be the life of the party, but now he acts as if he's turned toxic. Like some kind of poison mushroom. Well, maybe. What if it's you? No. I don't know. Someone blew it, probably. Our stalwart opponent stood his ground this time. Perhaps a crab impersonation would have had more charm. I got right up close, pulling all sorts of faces at him, and still not even a titter. Well, never mind. It was a gallant effort nonetheless. You're up next, Professor Sycamore. Maybe your hair will do the trick. It certainly made Amanita crack up. Well, rather than relying on my fashionable hairstyle, I thought I'd have a shot at some good old British comedy. A bit of dry humor for that wet blanket. That should cheer up Mr. Morrell. You tell jokes, Professor? Well, good luck then. Professor Sycamore's cutting wit may be just the solution to our comedic dilemma. Just wait and see. Phew, what is that sickly sweet smell? Is there a fruitcake somewhere around here? I believe the scent you've detected is my cologne. My name is Desmond Sycamore, and I'd like to tell you a little joke in exchange for that egg. Go on. Once upon a time, there was a family of deer in a forest, a mother, a daughter, and a son. The mother deer was renowned for baking delicious cakes, and she would make them for all the other animals in the forest. Everyone talked about what a lovely family they must be, so kind and giving. One day, though, the mother deer caught a cold, so she asked the son to go out and deliver the treats in her place. The son agreed, picked up a basket filled with goodies, and left the house. His first stop was a house belonging to a family of rabbits. The rabbit family had never met the boy, but they welcomed him in, saying that, knowing his mum, he must be a lovely boy indeed. They sat down, and to the rabbit's surprise, the young deer began to scoff up all the cakes right in front of them. He then proceeded to smash up their home before darting off, shouting and screaming. Shocking behavior. Needless to say, the animals of the forest learned an important lesson that day. You shouldn't judge a buck by its mother. Oh, judge a book by its cover. Wise words. Didn't you say you had a joke to tell me? You know what a book is in this jungle? Well, you see, that bit at the end was the joke. It's a witty play on a common idiom. Witty? What was witty about it? And here I had my hopes up because you smelled a bit like my favorite pudding. Perhaps these bumpkins aren't sophisticated enough to comprehend my wit. I sense a storm brewing within the professor. I'm not surprised. Can't be a good feeling to have your joke fall flat like that. Anyway, this is like trying to get blood from a stone. Let's head back to the village square and think things over. And here I was thinking you might try something original. Even I could have done that. Oh, could you now? Well,
Calf might have been
Better, better practice, you know. Oh. However, will we be able to make the chief laugh? Emmy hasn't done any performance yet. How about we put on a play next? A real feast for the senses. Do you think that would get the chief to crack a smile? The senses. Of course. The chief did something rather extraordinary. He could distinctly smell Professor Sycamore's scent. In this simple fact alone, there may lie a significant clue. First, someone laughs at the sight of my hair, and someone else tells me I smell like a cake. Even a Saint Patience only lasts so long. In any case, we should redouble our efforts. There must be more to this than meets the eye. Agreed. The villagers may disclose some vital information to us yet. But first, the other room. Alright, that's the airship. Do you have anything? In my youth, I was quite an avid butterfly collector. The undiscovered beauties this jungle may hold set my heart aflutter. It's Professor Pigtails and his luscious locks. How'd the festival go? Sycamore. And it was an entertaining experience. Thank you. However, it doesn't appear as though your chief will be in a celebratory mood anytime soon. Well, never mind. Another day, another glorious sunrise. By the way, do you fancy staying for dinner tonight? I can cook up a mouth-watering stew, you know. Oh, really? Have you any traditional ingredients? Oh yes, plenty of those. Warty fowl cap, mixture of parsnip, and a liberal helping of moss and bark for that added texture. Sorry, can't tonight. Washing my hair. Don't worry, it's perfectly safe once you boil off the poison. Just look at the chief. He comes around every day to eat the stuff, and he's a picture of health. Ah, well, it pains me to decline, but I fear our palates may not be accustomed to such rich cuisine. Well, it's sweet of you to put it like that, but I know a no when I hear one. Oh well, more for the chief then. Maybe an extra large potion will help him get out of that grump he's in. Do you have any idea as to what could have caused it? I really can't say, but there's definitely something off about him. Something more than just the lack of a sense of humor. Could you pinpoint that something? Oh, now you're putting me on the spot. Let's see. Why don't you just ask the chief's family? The Morl's hut is just west of here. You can't miss it. An excellent idea, madam. We'll pay them a visit now. Oh, you might bump into his granddaughter there. A little bit eccentric, that girl, but cute as a button. Just like her name. Oh, this guy's hair isn't too shroomy. Oh, a cricket. Ah. Oh, razor sharp reflexes, not razor sharp teeth. These frogs don't really have teeth. He's shy. Maybe he doesn't want to impose his size on you. Oh, that's a chameleon! Is it? Is that supposed to be a chameleon? It has a frog face. Maybe it's a chameleon. Yeah, I see a tail now. That leaf is fake. It's a giant bug. Ah, outsiders! No, no, no! You're not allowed to talk to me! And Mom says you're not supposed to talk to strange children! Surely she didn't say that. You must be the chief's granddaughter. Button, is it? It's alright, you can trust us. We just want to ask about your grandfather. How do you know my name? And how about Grandpa? And what's wrong with your hair? It seems safe to say we found the right hat, Professor. That's not fair. How do you know so much? Do you know everything? This tropical bird has a terribly unbalanced diet, eating only one kind of fruit per day, either apples or oranges. The association of apples and oranges somehow reminds me of specifically Pokemon Scarlet and its protagonist, because they're from Galar and Galar has apples. And Naranja Academy. Weird associations. Each day the bird keeper places fruit into each of the 4 colored bird boxes according to his chart. The bird decides which kind of fruit he would eat the day, and he eats every piece of it. Last week the bird keeper noted that the bird took fruit from the blue box 5 times. Maybe there's a very friendly madman in the blue box. The red box 4 times, the green box 5 times, yellow box 3 times. Which fruit did the bird eat on each day? Well. Well, something is clear, and that is we've got a 9 here. wanted to show you some of my weird math.
I've got a good feeling about this one. All in a day's work.
It's a bird. It must be some kind of fruit-eating bird. Probably doesn't mind having a diet like that. If you know so much, you can't really be outsiders, can you? Why didn't you just say so? Does that mean you would be willing to help us, Button? Well, of course. Mom says people who solve puzzles are always welcome. Your grandpa's been behaving a bit funny recently, hasn't he, Button? Do you have any idea why? Oh, yeah, I think I know. He's been falling over a lot, for almost a whole moon now. Has someone been putting bad shrooms in his soup? This morning, he walked in for breakfast completely caked in mud. Mom was furious. Maybe he's just senile. I bet. If Button's account is correct, then there's a possibility that traces of the chief's recent tumble will still be present. Don't worry, Button. We'll get to the bottom of this. Okay, but are you sure? Mom always says you should aim for the top. Well... There's a weird festival. The chief won't laugh. He likes how sycamore smells. Some kind of sweet smelling cologne. Yeah. He's been falling over. More of these loops. Maybe we need some blockage here. Oh, wait. That's an issue. Where did it even end up? Oh, there's a hole. So... I suppose let's fill that hole. Yeah. Where's the catch? Wait, no, that's... I got the wrong nut, that's the catch. I think I need to block these water holes. Now what? It got blocked by that bridge, right? This bridge is higher. Right, that's a tree hole. to block a rock in here. Or something like that. What now? What now? What? Right, the bridge is a wall. How do I get the walnut on the bridge? Maybe I don't. No, 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 no. This is a lot of rocks. Oh. Oh, oh, that tree kinda looks like some sort of skeleton. Wow, I think my shoes are filling with mud. It seems that only the village center was constructed on firm soil. Be careful that you don't slip. Maybe the chief slipped somewhere around here. Very likely. Let's give the area a quick once-over, shall we? Rafflesia. I think we're in Southeast Asia. So I was the person talking about cheetahs. Maybe we do need to fight a tiger and win. Look, what do you make of this? Oh, it's a person print! That's some hard evidence, alright. I wonder how he managed to fall like that. Let's examine the surrounding area. We may come across a few more clues. Sure, it smells like a corpse in here, but that's just the flower. A large, distinct imprint. Perhaps the chief was inebriated when he fell here. These roots are quite thick and they aren't very easy to notice. Do you think this is where the chief could have tripped? You don't think so? Professor, it's one of those really smelly rafflesia flowers. Let's not check over there. Unpleasant odors should not hinder one's investigation, my boy. Note that the flower has been trampled on. It has? You're suggesting that the chief slipped on those large petals. Have a closer look. Don't be afraid. Well, if you say so. Huh? That's funny. It doesn't smell at all. It's fake. Well, there you go. Sometimes nature can be the greatest puzzle of all. But even if it doesn't smell, how come the chief didn't notice such a large bright flower? Button mentioned that her grandfather only started falling over recently. Something's wrong with his eyes. We should look elsewhere. Perhaps we can gather more information back at the chief's house. Shouldn't we look around a bit more first? A good detective should pursue his case from all possible angles. Let's return to the village. The smell is supposed to carry far away. You're back! Did you find it? The place where Grandpa went squelch? We did indeed, thanks to you, Button. Oh, then I'm glad I was around. I wouldn't want to miss all the things. But if you want to know about Grandpa, why didn't you just ask Gran? You're silly people. Oh, we'd very much like to if it's no trouble. Where might we find her? Her? Who's that? Oh, you mean Gran? Yeah, she's in the house. Actually, I already asked Gran if I could ask you if you could ask Gran to tell you about Grandpa. And what did she say? She said to talk more slowly next time and not to ask weird questions. But I think that means yes. I wonder what's in this little bag. It looks like it's packed to bursting with acorns. Actually, I know a good puzzle about acorns. Would you like to try it? Oh no, not this again. This time there's a total of 55. And since there's no one slot, then they could have must have picked up a maximum of 17. This 16 seems the most likely. Aha, 7 plus 9. Oh, no. The other 4. 15, maybe. Of course. It's the 16.
I'm fairly sure about this. Oh, I did it!
Those squirrels certainly picked up plenty of acorns. Are they going to eat them all? I don't know. Maybe they'll share them with some birds or something. Like these birds. Is that a chicken? Stealing artifacts as always. Admiral. Oh, like an admiral butterfly. Also sounds oddly European. Maybe there have already been some explorers here. I've been expecting you. A little stalk tells me you're concerned about my other half's well-being. Nobody's giving you any trouble, are they? I swear the manners in this village went out with the bathwater a long time ago. On the contrary, the hospitality we've been shown is refreshing. Good, it wasn't always sunshine and philodendrons, you know. But time's getting on. Best you head back, I think. Actually we were wondering if you could tell us something about your husband's recent behavior first. We just came and she's already telling us to go away. Oh, that old fossil. He's not the sprightly young thing he thinks he is anymore, but he still reckons he can hunt. If my other half were half the hunter he used to be, we'd have food on the table before sundown. So you think he's just getting too old? Too old and too senile. Just the other day he came back from a hunt saying he'd lost his bow. I mean, how does that happen? It got snagged on a branch, I don't know. Considering how essential it must be when hunting, that is very strange, yes. Truth be told, I think he's finding it tough to come to terms with old age. I haven't seen him smile for weeks. And if I had a truffle for every bit he just waltzed off, I'd be stuffed. But you can pretty much guarantee he'll come barging back through the door while I'm in the middle of cooking dinner. I see. Mrs. Morrow, I believe I know the reason why your husband is feeling so miserable. His perception is impaired. You do? You mean it's not just because he's going crazy? On the contrary, I believe our chief is very much of sound mind. And if my theory is correct, there's a good chance that we will be able to change his attitude. Oh, please. Anything to get him out of that dour mood. Don't worry, Mrs. Morrow. We'll do everything we can. They've got family names here? Please, Mrs. Morrow makes me feel old. Call me Lepidella. Another puzzle solved, Professor. Not just yet, Emmy. While I may have determined the root of the problem, we have not yet offered a solution. We're going to have to build a special accessory. Are we making some more funny masks? Oh, how about a big cat this time? Like a cheetah or a leopard? No, we're making glasses for him. Oh, that's not quite what I had in mind. But let's not get into that now. First, I would like to focus on gathering the materials we need. I don't see any glass in the windows. What? Then you just scrape the residue off once you're done cooking? Right then, what are we looking for first, Professor? Because to be honest, I don't have the slightest idea. Let's see. First, we're going to need some thin, smooth, cylindrical things. Cylindrical? Would some twigs do the job? I'm afraid they'll need to be a little more robust than twigs. Some sort of small but strong rods then. What else? Some industrial strength glue would be nice for combining parts, but we may struggle to find it here. Indeed, but we may find a suitable substitute yet. Tree resin, perhaps. Some glue and some rods. That shouldn't be too hard. We should be able to find everything we need here in the jungle. No need to travel the world to find such simple resources. So we should focus on looking for these items inside the jungle. Got it. But what about the lenses? Where do we find those? In some ancient ruins? Hello. You weren't here before. Did you notice that this flower isn't stinky? Ah, hello, Amanita. What's that you're carrying? Not toadstools, thankfully. We're just gathering some bullfrog bones for some milk cap broth. You know how it is. Ah, yes, bones. That sounds tasty. Excuse me, Amanita. Would it inconvenience you much if we were to take a few of those bones? If you're offering to carry the basket, take as many as you like. Are you making a milk cap broth too? Actually, we may have a slightly different use for them. We'll be sure to return the ones we don't use. Oh, you're an angel. Don't be too long about it though. I'll need them for dinner. Angels now? This culture is getting weird. These bones are slimy to the touch. Oh, they're fresh. Yuck! Do we really have to use these bones, Professor? Given the circumstances, we have no better alternative. Besides, I think they should be quite adequate. Really? But there are all sorts of shapes and sizes. We still have to find something sticky. Could the villagers help us? Maybe we'll talk to her first. There you are, Pigtails. I've been looking for you. Sycamore, shouldn't you be watching the fire, Amanita? Oh, it's sweet of you to worry, love, but I've got it all under control. Miss Smith will be taking over from me in a mo. Miss Smith? Who's that? Good to know. So you say you were looking for me? Well, I still feel bad about laughing at you before, so I thought I'd make it up for you. I saw this and thought of you straight away, you see. Do tell me if it's too much of a bore. What if Miss Smith is with the bad guys? Also looking for the egg. Of course, another big thing. 5 baby boars are about to take part in a race, but they won't be able to get started. You have to line them up. Oh, this pen is different. Right. Oh dear. This won't do at all. Just swooping these holes around. Ah!
Let's try this.
I just sort of
Puzzles
winged
are a
it.
tonic for the mind.
That was enjoyably taxing. Thank you, Amanita. Sublime! Just like those heavenly ringlets. Ah, Amanita, what are you doing with the puzzle exactly? Well, you see, I find that using some essence of puzzle in cooking gives your dish a little je ne sais quoi. I see. Yeah, the chief has vision issues. So the start must be horizontal. No, that's a wall. This is the start tile, and it can't be this one. Is this it? These flowers have void powers. Maybe they're sucking on the void. Like the spiders you get in Hollow Knight. Hey, Raymond, do you have any glue? Rest assured, I will take care of the ship's maintenance in your absence. I've been wondering, love, why ever do you need a head that tall over your head? Oh, this headpiece is something very dear to me. I'll bet it is. That thing must have cost a fortune. See, we're all about practicality here. Practicality, so that hairstyle you all have is, to protect you from the rain? The rain! Oh, if only it was just the rain. It's for defending ourselves against wild animals. Oh, is it hard? There are always furry fellows out in the trees. Oh, so you would fight a tiger. On his way home through the forest, this young boy finds himself lost. Luckily, he bumps into 8 forest animals who tell him which way to go in exchange for apples. Why do foxes want apples? The mouse gets him 1 square closer to home, the rabbit's 2 squares, the fox's 3 squares, the bear 4 squares. He never meets 2 of the same type of animal in a row. There are no animals on squares containing bare trees.
This is how it's done.
No?
I'll get you next time, puzzle.
Okay, Undyne. Right, no immediate repeats.
This is how it's done. Good stuff.
Oh, you should see them when they come at you, tusks gleaming in the twilight. My hair saved me many a time. Ah, boars then. Why not put your hair against the professor's head in a no-holds-barred duel? Emmy, I strongly discourage this idea. I generally prefer to avoid activities that may lead to damaging my head. So, is the hair also used as a hunting weapon? Helmet. Very practical. Is somehow the opposite of casual? You really didn't think any of that was funny, Chief? Not even the story about the deer? It was good advice, but we don't have any deer here. What even is a deer? Snail! Oh, it's a snail! Look, I wouldn't touch that if I were you. It's probably poisonous. Huh? Why not? That snail produces an extremely dangerous liquid. I'm really quite astonished to find this species in such a humid climate. It's a snail, it needs humidity. Is it poisonous? No, not poisonous. However, so one touch may still be enough to incapacitate you. Right, Professor? Not poisonous. Is it? Is it acid? That would be weird if a snail produced a strong acid. Maybe it's a different kind of aggressive chemical. No, exactly so. You see, this snail secretes an extremely potent glue. It is potentially stronger than superglue, in fact. I was looking away from the screen while going on that tangent. Oh, I'm glad I didn't touch it then. Phew! We'll have to be especially careful when handling it. Let's see if we can get some in this jar. Well, the rods and the glue are both accounted for, which means we're nearly done. You mean that's not all we need? The last component for our accessory needs to be something translucent, something that allows light to pass through. Something clear. How about glass? Or maybe a gemstone? Glass requires particular tools to produce. Given that the villagers do not even use glass in their windows, it seems unlikely that they have such equipment here. Then it's gemstones we're after. I'd say a little mining expedition may be on the cards. It certainly seems that way, yes. Let's head deeper into the jungle and see what we can find. Hey, gems. Perhaps in a ruined city. Ah, Mr. Longhead! Button? Why, you're soaking wet. Oh yeah, it's okay. I decided not to catch a cold this time. Ah, that's good to hear, but make sure you dry off when you get home. Button, might I ask you what you have hit there? Oh, this? Oh, wow, is that a crystal? Wait, isn't this exactly what we're looking for, Professor? As fortune would have it, yes, I believe it is. Button, may we use that crystal? No, this is my treasure. You can't have it. Oh, and rightly so. We want to use it to make glasses for your grandpa. If anyone tries to steal your treasure, throw a puzzle at them and see what happens. That's what Mum says. Oh, test whether they're worthy of your treasure. These three bossy children would like to pick fruit for them. I want all my fruit to be the same color, and I want to have one more piece than C. B wants fruit from a tree that isn't on the edge, and it shouldn't be blue. C wants fruit from a tree next to the one B gets the fruit from. Wants one more piece than B. It has to all be the same color. Well. Ha! B wants green. One more piece. One more piece from C. And all the same color.
That should do it. I think I'm in the mood for another.
I'm still not giving you my treasure, but I'll tell you where I found it. I went over a really wobbly, really dangerous bridge. Oh, just say it's this thingy right here. A bridge? Like this tree bridge here? No, I mean, yes, like this one, but not this one, and you'll never find it. He's not very good at lying. Let's get Princess Toadstool some pants. Lovely. But she also wants more cuteness. Wants to look absolutely adorable. In that practical outfit for fighting boars and tigers. What was it for looks sake? Yeah, let's not shake it. Look might fall off. Oh, hummingbirds! Phew, he crushed it. That wasn't so bad. Says the boy who wouldn't let go of the professor's hand. Only because somebody kept shaking the bridge by stomping their way across. Good to see you two getting along as usual. Now I believe we are going to have to step through the waterfall. What, really? Through it? I think I'd prefer not to step under that current of cold water, Professor. I'm hardly keen on being soaked myself, but I believe the path continues on the other side. And considering the state of Button's drenched clothes, I suspect the crystals we seek are beyond the waterfall. But what if there's a cool ranger guide there who refuses to take the enemy's weapon? Because the weapon is evil. For such a precocious child, she wasn't particularly good at keeping her secret. I don't think my hat's very water resistant, Professor. Couldn't we find some way to shelter ourselves first? Well, find some way to leave your hat behind? I fear my own hat is not impervious to the elements either. We shall just have to dry them off afterwards. I don't like the sound of this at all. Can't you do something about it, Emmy? Oh, come on, look, it's just a bit of water. But alright. How can I say no when you're giving me those puppy dog eyes? I just compared her to Undine this episode. Of course, she's going into the waterfall. Look, Professor, someone went and hid a puzzle here. I expected an artifact. But hidden puzzles apparently do this as well. I'm not sure if I've found that out already. This brave young man's village is being attacked by a powerful and evil king. Anyone who knows of great legends will be able to tell you. There is always a sword bearing incredible power locked in a chest, hidden deep within the forest. Unfortunately, the path through the forest is bewitched. It's up to you to rearrange it so that the young man can save the day. Create a path that will take him to the key, then create another path to the chest in which the sword is kept. But wait. Master Sword in the Lost Woods? Somehow this doesn't seem right. Oh, no, it's the 15 tiles game. should have started from the end. Good old diagonal stairs setup. You got a key!
Here's my answer.
And then you go to the Demon King's castle
Critical
and play
thinking
ping
is the
pong
key
with
to
him.
success.
Truly a most diverting puzzle. But I will see you next time.